So ESPN has a couple of anchors. One of the anchors is Rachel Nichols. The other is Maria Taylor. Now, Rachel Nichols is a white lady. Maria Taylor is a black lady. The reason why that's important is because of the shit that comes out of Rachel Nichols' mouth about diversity.
So they said to me, hey, instead of posting the NBA Finals, why don't you do Doris's silent reporter job for the NBA Finals? Because guess what that would clear the way for? For Maria to do the hosting role. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressured because of all of that. And I'm trying to figure out, like, how to just, my thing is that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it with me and taking my thing away.
I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you are feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which, by the way, I know personally from the female side of it. She's a woman, but so is Maria Taylor, but Maria Taylor's black. So there goes that whole getting your head mixed up. Am I a woman first or am I black first? You black first. To them, you're black first. So cut the bullshit. All right. She said, which, by the way, I personally understand from the woman's side of it, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it from me taking my thing away. So she felt she had an understanding about what her job would be. The 2020 NBA Finals, she would be commentating there, and for some reason they decided to put Maria in place. Okay, so that's what this is about. And it looks to me like she doesn't think the black woman could do the job. I mean, in fact, that's what she says. She's only getting the job because she's diverse, because she's a black woman, because it's Black Lives Matter shit or whatever. Okay? I don't even know if I should say this. Or how to say this. I should say it. Look, man, cut this shit, guys. Look. We got all types of bigots. We've always had all types of bigots. We deal with this shit. Maria Taylor, from what I understand, she does a good job. Nichols, from what I understand, she does a good job too. But for some reason, Nichols can't wrap around in their head that maybe they'd rather have Taylor. So, of course, we go right to the thing they always go to, which is, I don't think you're really qualified, black person. You're not really qualified. You're not really good enough. You're only here because you're black, not because of your skills, your ability. I mean, black people get that all the time. I used to get it all the time. I remember having a white guy, I'm training him. He doesn't know shit. Somebody comes in, the client calls down. They don't know him. They don't know me. They go to him for help. It was funny when he had to come over to me and say, hey, Tim, I don't know what I'm doing. Right in front of him, Tim, well, how did you do this? I'm like, okay, I got you. And the person's like, yeah, because you assume because he's white, he just knows better. He just knows more shit because he's a white guy, obviously. So this was what happens. And sounds like that happens with white women too. Same thing. But this is not the customer talking. This is the colleague talking. The colleague can't imagine that the black woman, the employer, knows what the fuck they're doing. Instead, it's like, if you don't want me, it must be because of Black Lives Matter or some other reason, some diversity reason, because there's no way that this woman could be better than me in this job as you could possibly want the younger, more attractive Maria Taylor. The second thing is this. Hey, look, man, when is an apology not an apology?
So the first thing they teach you in journalism school is don't be the story. And I don't plan to break that rule today or distract from a fantastic finals. But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN, how deeply, deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be part of this outstanding team.
Well, Rachel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for accepting.
First of all, that's not an apology. That's some shit you could wipe your ass with. But that's not an apology. That's some, hey, I got caught. Hey, I look bad. Hey, they told me to say something. And I told them, the least, I would give them the smallest bit of, in the sort of, kind of, in the vicinity of contrition, tiniest, the smallest amount of contrition on my part. Like, she said, look, you lucky I'm going to say anything, ESPN, or I'm going to sue your ass, because I'm the other minority, right? And I'm going to say the least amount possible. Because I don't like Maria Taylor, and I don't like y'all, and I'm looking for a payday. Yeah, I guess because you can't at all pretend like that was a good apology. And Kendrick Perkins. I heard people talk about you, man, and all I'm going to say is sometimes your ass needs to shut up. See, this is why Tim Black does this meager, this humble show, so I don't got to kiss ass, man. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, man, I'm young, 17, and blonde. That's what Paul Mooney used to say, right? Something like that, right? Man, Paul Mooney was the guy, man. That guy inspired me. Him and Dick Gregory inspired me, man. And I'm going to tell you something, Kendrick. It's a beautiful thing, man, to be your own captain of your own damn boat, fam. It ain't got to be that big. It ain't got to be that, have all the amenities, but it's your shit. They can't fire you on your own shit, okay? Kendrick Perkins sound like somebody about to get fired on his day off for stealing boxes. He up in here kowtowing and toe jamming and Jessa Boston and looking at his shoes and talking funny with his hat in hand. About to bust up the Schifferow. What the fuck, man? Come on, dog. What you thanking her for? Well, I want to thank you for saying that bullshit. And Jefferson, after this, because I didn't play the whole clip because I don't want problems, Jefferson sounded beautiful. He was like magic. But sometimes you gotta let people fall on their own sword and don't defend bullshit. This white lady told that black lady, you a dumbass, and there's no way this person could do my job. She need to kick rocks. The biggest show themselves. And when they do, don't defend them. Let them show themselves. Let them expose themselves. Let them be mocked.
How that's systematic and not just an internal issue?
We all have our thoughts and we all have our opinions. I'm telling you what position I was in, and I was telling you how I handled it. And I'm telling you, before I risk it all and lose my job, it's only one woman in this world that I'm going to risk it all for. And her name is Vanity Perkins, and that is my wife.
I don't want to mess up my job. It seems like only poor people like me can stand up for shit. All of them. Like, okay, here's the deal, man. If sports athletes, stars like Kendrick Perkins, Kwame Brown, any of these people, man, everybody's quiet when they got a job. But if you're worth 10 million, 20 million, whatever millions of dollars, and you can't take a chance, why the fuck do you think I can? You make me feel like an idiot when I'm out here losing opportunities because I got the guts to say the truth. But you guys with all the money, all the resources, all the businesses are the ones always quick not to say shit. And don't act like, some of y'all act like you weren't quiet as fuck when it was your time to get the bag. Yeah, you were getting the bag and you were shutting the fuck up. And then later, then people want to talk. Now that the bag is secured and the bag is installed and it's put in the bank, it's making money for you, it's invested, now all of a sudden we're brave. Well, you know what? Bravery and courage really comes from those who has something to risk to lose and do it anyway. Back to Nichols, because that's who this really should be for. Nichols, you don't fool me, sister. I work with a lot of racists, a lot of bigots. I worked in D.C. Government contracting for 10 years, 15 years. I worked around all y'all types of motherfuckers. You don't fool me. You're not contrite. You're not apologizing. You're doing the smallest bit of damage control. You meant what you said. You do think you're better. You don't just think you're a better broadcaster. You think you're a better person. We know the shit you say at cocktail parties. We know the shit you say when you're with your friends. I've worked on servers and seen the conversations, the messages when I was a government contractor. I know how y'all motherfuckers roll. Only an idiot, only a kiss ass tries to defend it for you. You got a bunch of lames defending it for you, applauding you for admitting that you were wrong when you opened your mouth and disparaged a black woman. That's some disrespectful shit. But all of us aren't food. And for all those out there that want our ass fired, I'm with you. If you can throw a black woman under the bus so cavalier, why should I care if you lose your job? I mean, you didn't care if a sister lost hers.
Most news shows are suspect. They don't focus on black issues, and when they do, it's all fluff. How does that help your life? How does that help your family? How does that help the culture? They don't. The Tim Black Show is different. Tim Black gives you news for people who can't stand the news. Real, authentic, researched, entertaining, on point. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Visit www.timblacktv.com today. Get black breaking news, politics, culture from someone you can trust. TimBlackTV.com. Join us today.